Yo, this is your host Josh, and this is Xbox XL. Man, the tech news has been dropping hot this morning. We've had Valve announce the Steam Deck. We've had a whole host of announcements from Elgato as well. But in this video, we're going to be breaking down the Steam Deck. It's kind of mash up between Xbox and Nintendo Switch in my mind. And we're going to be talking through what this means for Xbox. We're going to be reacting as an Xbox fan, and also a bit of speculation about what Xbox might do with this product. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So here it is, the Steam Deck. I don't know about the name, sounds like a steaming pile of something, or maybe not. But anyway, it's basically a Nintendo Switch in terms of design, a Switch in terms of the handheld form factor. You obviously can't take it and pull off the controllers and start waggling them around. That, PC gaming is not about that. But you'll basically be able to play every single game in the Steam library. So if you don't know what Steam is, it's the online marketplace for PC games. It's from the makers of Half-Life. It's where they make all the money these days, but they take some of that good hard-earned cash and reinvest it into making cool hardware. And that's how we got the Valve Index and a few other things as well. So power-wise, this kind of sits between a Nintendo Switch and an Xbox Series S, and you'll be able to, you can see here, plug it into a screen and use it like a mini PC with a keyboard and mouse if you want. And they've come up with, and we'll just freeze this for a second, this control scheme, which is it's got gyro, but you can use these basically thumb mice or thumb mouses in combination with a stick. So you better kind of quickly switch between that touch control with your thumb and the stick, which is really interesting. And I think you can learn some really kind of good ways of playing and quickly reacting to things and not sacrificing too much when it comes to that traditional control method. So Valve have not been ones to shy away from experimenting with thumb mice or different types of control methods. And yeah, it promises to play all the high-end games. So you should be able to play Halo Infinite here later this year. You can obviously play Fortnite, Apex Legends. You'll be able to play the latest Call of Duty. It's going to be souped up enough to play these types of games, these high-end games. But also the PC market, the way that games are released, they're really built to scale across a range of different hardware solutions. So that's definitely going to be possible as well. I think they have not mentioned battery life, so I'm super suspicious about that. I don't know how good it's going to be. I find the Switch battery life is kind of the bare minimum as it is. But look, Control, Doom, Hades, you'll be able to play all these games. It's interesting how they've got the thumbsticks and the buttons right at the top. But they, people that have picked this up and played it assure us that it's super ergonomic and comfortable thing. So looks great to me. It looks like a great piece of hardware. Obviously what it can do, it's phenomenal. It's just unrivaled in terms of the games library. And now to what this means for Xbox. We've been speculating on the Xbox Series Y for a long time. There's been rumors of Xbox potentially doing what they're doing with game streaming, cloud streaming, and xCloud, and then basically combining that with Game Pass and putting that onto a handheld. You've kind of got that already with mobile devices. You just buy the Razer clip-ons, or you can use a normal Xbox Bluetooth controller, and you've kind of got the screen that you already have, and you put those two things together and you've basically got a portable Xbox. So it wouldn't be a stretch to get xCloud running on this if it's a mini PC and they're saying it runs like one anyway. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to run Game Pass on here with your subscription. So that's pretty much doing what we've all dreamed of, is Xbox handheld games on the go. So imagine a little bit of portable Banjo-Kazooie or original Perfect Dark. Just technology is just blurring the line between platforms. Being able to play anything anywhere is really what consumers want, and I think this is a step towards delivering that. So maybe Xbox will never get into their own portable handheld hardware game. Maybe it doesn't make sense to do so if there's competitors in that space, and they take a bit more of an open platform or open source approach where Xbox has xCloud, and they'll let any other sort of device manufacturers come out with things like this and play it on there. So I really do think this is going to be a part of it. And there's a comment I remember that Gabe Newell, and he's the founder of Valve, the owner of the Steam store, made on a show in Australia called The Project. And they asked him directly, who were you betting on next generation, PlayStation or Xbox? And he said Xbox without hesitating. Obviously, he's a PC guy, so there's a bit of history there between PC and Xbox. But I think at the time he knew they were working on this piece of hardware, and he knew that Xbox was moving into a games as a service subscription type model, and he knew that that would be something that they could kind of bring together with the Steam store and the hardware that Valve makes. So I would say that far and away, this is something that is going to shake the industry up a bit. Valve hardware, it's kind of escaped them for a while. They've never quite like broken through into the mainstream, but this could be the device that does it. I know a lot of people will be keen to pick up and play this. So this has been your host, Josh. This has been Xbox XL. This is an exciting piece of kit. I do think it has something to do with the Xbox brand going forward. Let us know what you think in the comments below.